action on 2K Sports. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
And it's Davis missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here's Fox. Outside Williams. Fires for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Williams that time perfectly in rhythm. Just catch and release.
And Holiday, here we go. It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Davis. Over Carter. Off target with the jump hook. And here comes the break. From deep, Williams. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here's the home team. Outside Fox. Pulls it up.
Well, conscientious and committed defense. That's how Draymond Green has defined his career. And you can see it's not changing.
Tries it from 9. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Master Williams fires away from way outside. Another miss by Williams. Outside Holiday. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
You know, a word you hear a lot around Jrue Holiday is underrated. Enough really doesn't get said about his abilities on the floor, how he can affect the game on both ends.
Here's Fox. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Pass to Dort. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Shot clock at 5. Here's Davis. Good work defensively by Carter.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Seattle missing again. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Shot on the wing. Seattle grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
It's stolen by Dort. Pass to Davis. Over Carter. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 6. Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's Williams. Hart. Out to Carter. There's the three. And Davis pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Dort. 5 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Williams. Takes the three. Carter pulls it in. Here's Edge. Deliver the hammer!
What a finish!
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Now here's Fox. After Lou Dort's miss. Fox is doubled. Here's Williams. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out. On the wing, Green. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Burks on the wing over Williams. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
Your home team.
Seattle leads by only 2.
Seattle 9.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
The 19-foot shot. That one good for 2. And the home team has possession. Trailing by 2. Our next game is in San Francisco. So a road game with the Warriors. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Substitution on the court.
Fox with it. Pass to Carter. It's stolen by Green. And here's a fast break. Davis leading the way. Outside Holiday. Here's Dort. And the 3 off target.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
A nice shot by Carter.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 8. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Seattle.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Dort wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Nobody near Williams. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Williams has got his 2nd basket. pass to Dort. Bangs home the trifecta.
Dort. 3 points.
And Seattle leads by 1. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 7 points in the game.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
To the middle. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Driving the lane. Pass to Hart. Now Fox. Down low. Edgecombe. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Right side, Fox. And an intentional foul right there. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. .58 seconds left here in the second. Outside Williams. A 3. No good. Seattle trails by 3. Pass to Burks. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. That one's in, his first shot this game.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So they foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Inside. Here's Williams.
Robert
And he
Williams.
takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Kolek. And Davis sends it back.
And that's what makes AD special, protecting that rim.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant, adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Double team on Holiday. Here's Dort. No good from outside.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Anthony Davis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Fox. He has 7. To the paint. Back to Carter. Shot clock at 3. Seattle grabs the miss.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Back to Holiday. Here's Dort. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Here's Hart. Carter with the 3. Dort grabs the miss.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Outside Williams. Off target from outside.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
There's Williams with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Williams has got 12 in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Takes a 3. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. 15 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Davis. The kick out to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Down low. And stolen by Hart. A pass to Fox. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
That doesn't go either for Davis. It's deflected. Carter outside. Carter on the wing. Outside Williams. Here's Edgecombe. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Holiday. Over in the corner, Green. And Brian Keeve wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Home team on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to Burks. Now Davis. Over Carter. And the shot is long.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Now, here's Burks. Sinks the triple. Burks has got 5 now.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Outside Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Seattle trails by 6. Pass to Burks. Here's Davis. Back to Burks. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, he is showing you that rebounding isn't all about size. You need will and effort.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Burks on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Davis. Anthony Davis, too much size.
What a dominant force inside. There are few guys who could slow Davis down when he's that close to the hoop.
Carter outside. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 10.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And what I love about Jalen Williams is his versatility. Well, he's a three-level scorer on one end of the floor, and then he has the athleticism to defend quickness, but the strength to take on bigger wings.
Outside Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Yeah, they need to talk over their shot selection right now. Just not good enough.
Burks looking around. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 12.
Seattle, 33.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. Feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Outside Williams. It's tipped. It's Carter, high post. 4 on the clock. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Seattle trails by 9. Pass to Davis. Taken away by Williams. And now the fast break, and Hart with the ball.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Dort. Outside Holiday. Good on the triple.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
And here is Williams. The wide open look here for Fox. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
Wow, Fox hitting him right back with that aggressive take.
Outside, Dort. Edgecombe brings the double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there it is for him.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Fox, no good. Seattle trails by 9. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Free throw, good, Holiday. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Carter has it in the corner. Fox with it. Pass to Edgecombe. And Hart has it in the corner. No good on the triple. Here's DiVincenzo. Fires the three. The shot is off.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
All right, here's Williams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Seattle trails by 6. Doubled by Hart. Holiday outside. Knocks down the three.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now Williams shoots the three. And down goes the three.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
2 minutes.
Now Dort. Green outside. Now Holiday. Cleared away by Carter. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Williams fires. The long shot, no good. Seattle trails by 6. And he drives in. Lays it in off the window. Now Fox. Fox is double. Williams. The 20-foot jumper, good.
Oh, J-Dub, what an answer.
Now Green. Rattler's a three. And there's the three.
Fearless. Draymond Green gets it done in the moment.
Williams a screen. Now Carter. Missed on the three.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And they will call over the back on the play.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
You have to be smarter about reading situations. There was a body between him and the basketball.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap. Guys?"
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Fox with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Clock at 4, and the foul on Alec Burks. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, making all of their free throws right now, it's a great way to extend the lead.
Now Davis.
Jalen Williams. 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
For the away team, Alec Burks.
He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.